So I'm back again. This is one part of my vanilla plots that I have. I actually have 3 different plots, and this is the second one that I grew around about 10-11 years ago. As you can see, when I mentioned in my previous video, the vanilla is very overgrown, and the support trees, a lot of the support trees, particularly the Pawhiki tree, which is this one. This is what we call Pawhiki. Don't ask me what it is in English. It really cannot handle the weight of the vines when they get overgrown like this. So that is why I am changing to the Gliricidia plant here. They are a much stronger tree if you're wanting to go for a natural, a living tree as a support for the vines. It also has really nice tiny leaves there, which is really good for shade. The only problem is they grow like wildfire, so when it's during the rainy season, they just take off. And they create such a lot of shade that this whole area becomes very dark, and that is no good for the vanilla. As you know, the vanilla needs at least 60% sunlight, shade. So yeah, you just need to make sure that you get enough sunlight in here. So I'll take you to where we're going to start looking for beans that might be ready to be harvested. And you'll remember that when I was pollinating, I used the red tags, little red pieces of material, for me to easily identify which vines had flowers on them. When all of the flowers were finished and I had pollinated them, I changed the red material to blue. So now it's much easier for me to walk through, and I just look for all of the blue, like this one, and know that I need to check on beans. So again, some of the vines, they've fallen down and gone right down to the ground. Unfortunately, these are not going to be A grade because they're sitting on the pulu, and even though they'll continue growing, they're okay because I do utilize every single bean, whether it's as an A grade and exported. I turn all the rest of the beans into products like my extract powder and my vanilla paste syrup. So what we're looking for is for the beans to be ripened down the bottom. So you'll see here, there's some beans here, and they're all different sizes, lengths. Some are long and straight, like these 2 here, particularly this one here. This would be an A grade length, and it's nice and straight. These 2 here, they're a bit bent, but that's okay. We'll just continue growing them and process them exactly the same method as what we do with the A grades, because these are the ones that will be turned into value product. So you'll see these are not ready. They're still green, very green. And it's really important that you keep your beans on the vine until they are ripe. This one here is actually just starting to ripen. You see it start to yellow. Don't be tempted to pick it. Leave it there probably for at least maybe another week or 2, and then it will be ready. So there's another one here. No, not ready. Now this one, you can see it's starting to go brown at the bottom, and it's more brighter yellow than the other one. This one is actually ready to be harvested. Now when you're harvesting, you've obviously gathered. You can't harvest all the beans at the same time. You only harvest the mature, ripened beans. So that's why it takes a long time for the harvesting period. Your harvesting period, depending on the number of beans you have, could last you for up to 2 to 3 months. So I am going to pick this bean, and the way that you harvest a bean, you do not pull it off the stalk here. You've got to be very gentle, because you do not want to rip the top of the bean. You want a nice, clean, pull away action from the stalk. So what you do is you gently put your hand behind and you lift it up. Lift it up with your thumb, and you gently, it will come off by itself. So you keep the tip nice and clean, there's no tears on it, and that will end up being, for me, that's a grade 2 length bean. So yeah, and that goes into my bag of goodies. Right, and then we continue going around, checking all of the beans. And here's a clump here. No. Down here. Nothing's ready yet. We have some here. These ones are okay. That one is much lighter. It's almost there. Maybe in a couple of days that one will be ready. There's some over here. Alright, well, I'm going to leave you here so that I can go around and check the rest of this plot, and when I get to the other side I'll come back to you. See you for now.